Welcome back, YouTube. I'm Jackie G, aka Sports Chick. Welcome back to Sports Chat. I'm about to get ready to dive into these WNBA scores. I'm so glad WNBA is back, and they had a lot of good games. I'm about to get ready to cover a lot of those. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe and hit the notification button. Yeah, our Atlanta Dream played yesterday. The Mystics defeated the Dream 94-90. It was a very close game. High energy, high physicality. Washington Mystics, they were more efficient down the road. The first two quarters, I would say Atlanta Dream was more producing. They were more efficient. And the Mystics came in and took the fourth quarter. They were leading into the third quarter by 1 point. So Brianna Jones was very efficient, holding down the fort, making sure not too many drive in the paint. She had 16, and she was 6 for 13. And you had Brittany Griner, a new addition to the Dream. I'm so glad we went on and got her. She had 18. She was 7 for 16. And you had Alicia Gray playing very efficient ball. She's one of my shining stars on the Dream. She had 25. Yeah, she had a pretty good game. She looked very good, baby. She took care of business. She was 7 for 14. She was 6 for 10 from the three-point area. And you had Ryan Howard. She's another shining star. She only had 11, but she was 4 for 14 in the field goal percentage. She really didn't have a best night, coming into the game opener. But I believe she will kick in gear when the season prevails. You had Powell. She's a South Carolina Gamecock star. Yeah, I'm so glad we drafted her. She had her game debut. She had 7 points. She was 3 for 6, which wasn't too bad coming in as a rookie. But I believe she's going to be a very big impact for the Dream. And you also had Nia Coffey. She came in and had 10. She was 2 for 6. I don't believe Naz Hillman played at all. And then you had Jordan Canada. She's battling a knee injury. And then you had Washington Mystics. They played very efficient ball towards the end, the latter part of the game. You had Kiki Redfin. She came from USC. She's a rookie, but she didn't play like a rookie. She had 14. She was 4 for 10, which wasn't too bad. But she was very active, getting rebounds, laying up shots, making her presence known as a rookie. And you had another rookie. Her name is Sanya Citron. She was a very pivotal part in the game. She had 19. She was 6 for 7. Both of those rookies looked very good, including Powell. They really came in as their first game debut. And then also you had Brittany Sykes, known for her speed and her agility to steal the ball, shoot threes. She's a good perimeter shooter. She had 22. She was 6 for 20. And also you had Sutton also played a good role in the game, getting the ball moving, playing a very efficient game, really moving the ball very well, and that's what caused them to come up and win the game against our Dream. She had 13, but it was a very energetic, high intensity game. I would like to see the Dream close out some of these games. The Dream really does have a lot of good talent. You have a lot of good talented players. They have a new coach, so they're still trying to fill out the new players, the new rookies, trying to get everybody acclimated. The first game they lost, but I believe they will win more games. So moving forward, we have Los Angeles Sparks played Golden State Valkyries. Angela Sparks looked pretty good. You had Kelsey Plum coming in, dominating the game. She had 37. Los Angeles Sparks defeated Golden State Valkyries 84-67. It was a blowout. And you had Kelsey Plum. She dominated the game. She had 37. She came in rolling from the get-go. I mean, it was a very high energy game. Kelsey, she was 11 for 19. She really made her presence known, very efficient. You had Rakia Jackson. She had 13. Those two really going to be a real bad force. They really going to be able to produce and win a lot of games this season. And they say the Sparks really tried their best to get Kelsey Plum. And now they have her. She's really contributing, causing them to win this first game opener, which looks good. You know, your momentum going, everybody very excited, you know, feeding off momentum after winning their first game. You had Dorica Hamby had 14. She was 6 for 12. You had Azura Stevens. She had 11. She was 4 for 7. And you also had, let's see who else. You had Odyssey Sims had 7. She was 2 for 6. The Valkyries tried to pick up the momentum during the second half, but they just could not execute. You know, they played pretty decent ball. And it's a new program, actually, the Golden State Valkyries. You know, they're a new team to the WNBA, so they would have to iron out some of the kinks and get things going. You had some players on Golden State. You had Timmy Fat Beanie. She had 15. She was a real good producer, trying to get the ball moving. She was 6 for 8. You had Tiffany Hayes, had 19. But they do have to focus on trying to execute and get the offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds. But yeah, okay, moving forward, yeah, Minnesota Landis against Dallas Wings, and Minnesota defeated them 99-84. That was another good game. And Nafiza Caller, Fifi, everybody call her Fifi. She's a ballette. She had 34. She was 12 for 21, and she was 2 for 3 in the 3-point average. Also, yeah, Courtney Williams stepping up. She's so proficient. She really get the ball moving as well. She has handles. She know how to really wheel and deal the ball and get everybody going. She's like a leader on the Lennox. She had 25. She was 10 for 15, and she was 3 for 3. And let's see here. You had also Jessica Shepard came through. She had 15. She was 5 for 7. And then they just look, you can tell they just look like a better seasoned team. And Dallas, not to take too much away from the Wings, struggle when it comes to their offensive rebounds and really executing when they needed to. Yeah, you had Enrique, one of the stars, had 16. She was 4 for 12. It wasn't one of her best nights, but she took a while to really get going, seemed like to me. Those players who know how to get the job done, but they just came up short. They came up a little short. She was 4 for 12. I know it wasn't one of her best nights. But you have to also look at Paige. Paige Beck, everybody will wait. No, Paige had her game debut, her first game debut. She played a solid game. She had 10 points, and she was 3 for 10. So to me, I believe Paige will elevate the Wings. She will, once when she gets comfortable, I believe she's going to be able to deliver, because we all know what she's capable of doing. She's a heck of a player. She's very elite, and I can tell she was moving the ball very well, and all of her team, they were, you know, really feeding off of her energy. And you have Enrique, she's the leader. I believe them two will gel very well and get stuff going. For Maddie Segrist had 11. And you have Tayasha. Tayasha Harris came in with 5, you know, to try to help out 2 for 3. But I believe when the wings get everybody gelled together, I believe they will do pretty well. I believe they will. You have Nalasia Smith. She had 6. She was 2 for 4. But the Minnesota Lynx, they were just too much. They were just too much. I mean, they really came in and took care of business. So I will be back with some more WNBA news. Please do drop your comments. Let me know what you think about the games. And I'm out, y'all. God bless you. Y'all have a good one. Let's get it.